The International Space Station, The History and Legacy of the Multinational Space Research Lab. Written by Charles River Editors. Narrated by Steve Knupp. Introduction. When Apollo 11 landed on the Moon in July 1969, hundreds of millions around the world were watching a live televised broadcast of the first men walking on the Moon. As Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin planted an American flag, an unmanned Soviet spacecraft, Luna 15, was in the Moon's orbit, preparing to land as well. The Moon's missions were a competition between the two nations, part of a space race spanning 2 decades. But as images of Apollo 11 beamed across millions of television screens on the night of July 20th, it was clear that Apollo 11 also represented a human accomplishment. Much has been written about the space race, which is still taught across America today. But the story of human space exploration is mostly one of cooperation. Even in the summer of 1969, the Soviets had given the United States the flight plan for its Luna 15 mission, allowing Apollo 11 to avoid it. That was the first of many examples of cooperation in space between the United States and the Soviet Union during the Cold War, and ultimately their research and cooperation helped lead to the construction of the International Space Station, or ISS, a large space station assembled in Earth's orbit that represents the most ambitious international space project in history. Thanks to the various components that have been put together, the International Space Station is bigger and brighter than all other artificial satellites. With relatively low power magnification, people can see the solar panels radiating outward from the numerous international modules, which make up the ISS. The reality of that platform at the edge of the ocean of space is pretty astounding when looked at from the perspective of history. Only 120 years ago, mankind did not know if it was possible to fly in a heavier-than-air vehicle. Constructed with over 30 different modules and pieces that were carried into orbit by dozens of different launches, the ISS is already over 150 feet long, 30 feet wide, and 60 feet tall. Astronauts from 10 nations have spent time on the space station as long-term crew, including the United States at 56, Russia with 42, Japan with 6, Canada with 3, Germany with 3, Italy with 3, France with 2, Belgium with 1, the Netherlands with 1, and the United Kingdom with 1. In excess of 20 nations have been represented on the space station called Alpha 1, making the ISS even more international in scope. United States with 152 individuals, including an Iranian American, a Costa Rican American, and a British American.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?